Someday I'll look back on this setup and laugh and laugh and laugh. I'm actually laughing right now. It's on the inside, really. Hey there, I'm Melissa Guerra. I am the Kitchen Wrangler. I got a challenge to make a 2-minute video, so I thought I would show you a behind the scenes. Every creative has a behind the scenes. Mine is constantly evolving and changing, but this is where I am right now. I get questions about what kind of camera I use. This is my Canon EOS 6D. It was one of the very early cameras that could Wi-Fi directly to your phone. Best part of this camera is that it's paid for, so I love it. My go-to lens that I absolutely adore is my 85mm. Love, 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 love. I like it. I like this lens because you can step back a little bit and see some of the scenery. Because I focus on Texas food, people want more of a Texas feeling. This lens captures the food beautifully and the background's great bokeh. Just adore it. My second go-to lens is my Canon 50mm, which is really great. It moves the scene a little bit further back. You can see more of the atmosphere. Really love this lens. Super clear. When I'm in the studio, I switch back and forth between the 85 and the 50. My first food lens, though, is my 100mm, which I really love, but when you use 100mm, all you're getting is the food, and you can see every little flake of parsley, every little grain of salt. That is fantastic. But because I focus on Texas food, people want to see a little bit more of Texas, so that's why I really enjoy using my 85mm. What I have on my camera right now is my 24 to 105mm zoom lens. This is what I use out in the field. These three lenses here I use exclusively in the studio. When I'm out on the ranch, in the field, it's a real hassle to be changing back and forth from lenses, and if you open up the camera body, you never know if you're gonna get some dirt in there. So it's much easier to be, when you're out on the field, when I'm traveling, to use one lens. It works, I love it. How did I get all this great equipment? My husband's an artist, and this is what he gives me for Mother's Day and Christmas instead of slippers and perfume. He's a keeper. People ask me about my props. A lot of my props came from both of my grandmothers. This was my grandmother's, this was my grandmother's, this was my grandmother's. I have the whole set. My grandmothers were a great resource for funky old kitchen props, and I love using them as well. Next to your grandmother's though, eBay is a great source for funky old props. Garage sales, thrift stores, yard sales, any of these, you buy them for about $1. I get a lot of questions about my old funky table. Truth be known, it's just a bunch of boards. I found them out on the ranch. It was an old hunting blind that fell apart. I just picked them up and I made a table with them. The table underneath did not belong to my grandmother. It belonged to my grandfather. Another question I get is, who is taking all of these photos and videos and who's editing them? Me. I do it all. Everything is a selfie, and I can control my Sony a7 III from my phone, which I'm doing right now. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel where you can watch me prepare recipes that are traditional here in Texas, and you get me as a bonus. I'm Melissa Guerra, I'm the Kitchen Wrangler, and I'm looking forward to seeing you here at the ranch again soon. Bye now.